to us about then your journey as well, Hayley, because the last season hasn't been easy because of injuries as well. How are you doing in yourself?
Yeah, no, obviously now, like obviously back fit, healthy, thank God. But I think I've had kind of an on and off season, having a couple of injuries, some long-term injuries. I think I had pre-season and dislocated my shoulder, which put me out for a long period of time, 4 months, which was extremely difficult for me because obviously going into that league, I've never played in the WSL. It was a dream of mine to play in the first division, and then I wanted a good pre-season to kind of help the team, and it didn't work out that way. And I think injuries are part and parcel of football, aren't they? But it's quite devastating as a player to not be able to help, I think, is the big thing. And you're obviously separate, and in the gym it was quite difficult, but obviously back fit now. And I did get an opportunity to play for a few games and stuff, and to get kind of a taste of it, which is what I touched on earlier. And you just want more of that, don't you? So yeah, it hasn't been the most ideal. I think upper body injury as well, I think is quite difficult because it's like you feel fine, but you obviously do need your shoulders in football. So yeah,
that's it. But I mean, it's kind of like you. Football is tough in that respect. Like injuries are part and parcel. When you look at some players and you're like, how did they never get injured? Like, and you're probably going, how's my shoulder? Yeah, of all places, like this has happened to.
It actually came out in a pre-season game. I was shoved from behind, fell. I just fell on it, popped out. I was actually my second time with the same injury, so it was obviously a bit dodgy as it was. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and it's frustrating because, like I said, upper body injury. You think, come on, you can stick it back in and let's go again. But it's not like that. It's quite a long process and
painful.
Very painful. I've actually didn't realize how much you need your arm, you know what I mean, to do daily tasks, get dressed, everything. It was quite difficult, and I think it was quite a difficult time for me, you know, because like mentally you're just like, oh, I want to play football, and you can't, and it's just taken away from you. So that was extremely difficult, but like I said, I did come back after Christmas and was able to play a few games. So
did they click it back into place?
Oh my God,
Did they? Is it the column manipulated or something?
No, so I went to hospital, but I was there for like 5 hours because they tried every drug under the sun to kind of put me under to try and put it in. It would not go in. Would not go in. And it's like you have someone dragging you. It's actually such a weird, and I was so glad that I was like not able to feel anything.
Yeah. So you were numbed up then?
Numb completely, because like they're hanging on to you, like they're trying to pop it back in.
Oh my God, no.
And it's just...
It wasn't.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's actually, and like when it goes in, and like I say I was numb, but like when it goes in, you can feel that.
Yeah.
You actually felt it going?
Yeah, and it's just like,
So I remember years ago,
sorry to bring up that trauma,
it's disgusting as well, because it's like your arm is like hanging out.
It's just, I remember years ago we were doing barbell rollouts, never done them since. I've went out and I just went, and it's like, it rolled out, but in.
Oh, so it went back.
But then it was
still,
like...
You were afraid then?
For 3 days, like I couldn't move my arm. Like it was just like... Whatever had happened, it was like, and I was like, what is going on here? Yeah. Even now I've not got the same like mobility in my left shoulder.
No, yeah. I don't think that body parts should be popping out of your body.
Yeah.
I think it's worse when it happens, because I felt like sick when it happened, because when you look at it.
Is it dropped down?
Oh yeah, it's dropped out. And like,
sorry.
It's actually rotten. Like it's terrible. It's disgusting.
Do you remember when Brooks, my little boy, but he wasn't in pain, so he wasn't walking at this point. He was just crawling around. But I was like, his shoulder's funny. So he was like, about the floor. Anyway, dislocated the shoulder, and I remember when they put it back in, he was just kind of rubbing his shoulder, and then kind of went. And he let out this squeal, and then he quickly kind of forgot about it and moved on. I remember thinking, if I knew, like as a conscious adult, my shoulders popped out, I think you just have to kill me, because I wouldn't be able to do.
No,
like,
it's
lying
painful.
there under.
No, because I think it's worse when people try and like they're like, oh, let me help. You're like, just don't touch me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they're obviously trying to hold it, and you're like, no, don't come near me. Like I'm nervous already. And I don't need you to touch my arm.
What are the most gruesome injuries that you've seen? You've seen some. Remember when your knee burst open?
Yeah. That was I landed on studs, and it just cut my knee open. I like jumped up, and then I was like, oh, something's not right, and I looked, and I was like.
There's the bone.
Could you see it? Could you see the bone?
Yeah, it was like just
I would have
white,
like
whatever. And at first, and I was like, and then the blood started coming through, and then that wasn't very nice. But even that, I remember them like even when they were cleaning that at hospital and trying to have a look, and I was like where you're kind of like, don't touch me.
Yeah. Like, you're a bit nervous.
I can feel you touching that. It's not nice, and I'm going to get sick.
It looked like a big open Axwind
gosh.
on the knee. And it, sorry if you are squeamish, but we need to have these chats. But then I remember she had this big, because I'd taken her to the hospital that night. That was good from the staff there that day. They were like, get yourself up the road and take yourself to the hospital. But anyway, she took it off and the guy cut through the bandage. And I was like, okay, it doesn't look too bad. And then it went, and like a volcano erupted of blood and started pumping out. And I was like, God save me. I'm not sure I can hang around much longer.
Like, if that was me, I think I probably would have fainted myself.
Yeah,
like that.
Did you faint? Or did you
I was getting
like
kind of queasy, like,
and then I lay down. I was like, I'm not going to look at that. Anyway, they ended up knocking me out in the end because they were like,
you're just,
I think they were like,
just put her to sleep.
Night. What a sleep it was.
Yeah.
I nearly fainted last week getting my Botox. I'm not even kidding. I was like, this feels a little bit more painful than usual. And he was like, does it? I was like, yeah. And then I thought, oh, hold on a minute. I was on. You know, when they say you're more sensitive when you're on. And I was like, probably not a good day for getting my face pierced up.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was like, he went to go in at one point and I was like, stop. Can you stop a sec? I think I'm going to puke. And he's like, really? Now, bear in mind, I've had it loads. I didn't get a sip of water and I had to go to the toilet and look at myself and say, get a grip.
You need to do
Don't
this.
pass out at Botox. Her arm's dislocated. Her knees cut open. She's getting a wee lift.
Yeah. And you need it. And you need it.
Yeah. And talk to us about the Republic of Ireland as well. What's the plan? What's the future?
Yeah, no, I think obviously for me, I want to play for my country. I think that's, you know, any player that has that ambition, you know, you want to play for your country, pull on the jersey. I think, like I touched on, I was injured for the last year, so that kind of put a slowdown on that for me, but I think it's still my ambition, it's still my goal is to play for my country and obviously to help the team qualify for more major tournaments. And like you guys had a great camp last week or 2 weeks ago, do you know what I mean? In terms of like the team played really well. You guys put in a really good performance and I want to be a part of that and I want to hopefully get back involved as soon as possible, you know?
Yeah, definitely. How difficult is that as well when you're talking about being out for Palace and then missing out on the opportunities then through Ireland as well? Like it must get, I mean, I know a lot of players speak about injuries and the mental effects that it has on you as well. Do you still keep in touch with a lot of the team and have you got friends that talk to you and stuff?
I think like I love being around the girls. I think that's one of the best parts. You know, I've been playing with a lot of those girls since I was a kid. So, you know, I do keep in contact with a lot of them. And obviously playing football in England, you do see a lot of the girls anyway, which is great. But I think, like you touched on there, I think mentally it was really difficult for me because I was hoping to have a really big year playing the WSL and to have injuries and to kind of put a stop on playing for Ireland because of injuries or anything like that. Mentally, it's really difficult. I think the last year has been, for me, probably one of the darker times in terms of that. Being injured is not, like I don't wish it on anybody because it's quite a difficult time. And for me, I just want to get back to playing football and to being healthy and to getting games under my belt. And hopefully that will come with getting a call up for Ireland, hopefully soon.
We were speaking about this the other night there and just touching on like that, how I don't think people realise how like sport, they just see it as, you do this, but it's like you have to be mentally really strong,
so strong.
And you will go to, like you said, that season there was kind of, it's not been a great season because you're like, I've been injured, I've not got to do what I want to do, and you look back and you're like, oh my God, like, let me catch a break. Like, that's how you feel, but it's like, you have to be really mentally tough to probably play sport. Elite sport. Yeah.
I don't think I realised, like, I don't think I really struggled that much before, and I think that this has been a big learning curve for me. I didn't realise that, like, how much I put in football. I think when you're injured, you need to have other outs and other escapes, and I think for me it was all football.
Yeah.
And I think that I needed to like get out of that and have other escapes and other ways to kind of release energy, because if you just focus on that and you're injured, you know, you're just going to stay in that spot. And like you said, I think I said to myself a few times, like, it's just football, like, why are you so like upset, or why is it so affecting you? It's just football. But when you're in it, it's not just football, because you love it and you want it. It's life for us, and we want to do well, and we want to, you know, help the team. And when you're not doing that, it's obviously quite difficult.
Yeah. So. And what were those things that then you did? Because I follow you on social media, especially social media, you see a certain side. You like your fashion, you like that kind of vibe. Has that been good for you to kind of focus on things like that?
Yeah, I think for me, like, social media is hard, isn't it? Because you only show like the good sides. You know, you don't show that side where I'm like struggling with that kind of stuff. But for me, like, yeah, having fashion or traveling and kind of having that escape is really important. I think, like, I did a few fashion shoots at the beginning of the year, which is nice because it's a distraction.
Yeah.
You know, you need that distraction away from other things and to have other passions and stuff, and traveling and kind of getting out of the country and doing that kind of stuff is something that I like really enjoy.
Yeah.
So.
Did you hear about Hayley's time off?
What?
Oh God, yeah.
30-mile hikes every minute of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going on another hike. Like, that's how I do to chill.
To me, it's fun. There's
Yeah.
I think because we're used to we're outgoing people. You're lazy. You're a lazy. You're not. We like to be active and do stuff. So when you actually get to do a hike, I would rather walk up an incline than go out a walk on like a flat path. I'm like, because then you get to the top and you get a nice view. So
yeah,
what's
no.
about? Yeah.
Because I think when you play sports, I think you just like to be active, don't you? So that's what I've been.
And your family and you would do that then in the...
Yeah, because we were just at, you know, the Camino in Santiago. It's like a trail track.
Right.
You basically walk like 15, 20K a day.
Wow.
So I'm just back from that, which actually walking in hindsight is quite difficult. Because I think like, but going to it, I was like, oh, we're walking.
Yeah.
Oh, my hips, glutes, everything killing me. It's completely different. Incline, like downhill is even hard. You know what I mean? Downhill is actually hard as well.
We went to Positano and climbing downhill was harder. Sorry, down the steps. Yeah. My legs were trembling, shaking. My quads were gone, and I was like,
because you're thinking downhill,
decel.
It's not.
No.
So yeah,
I got to the bottom of that hill and wondered if I'd have to just lay there for the rest of my life because the idea of getting back up it was more because getting down, I was like, how can getting down be so much in the body?
Yeah.
No, because it's not like you're out of breath, but your body's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because your muscles are like,
it's just
you're contracting each step, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I had a glass of wine and it was all okay. Okay. But no, fair play to you. Listen, keep going. And hopefully we'll see you back in the green very soon and doing well for Palace next season. Just while we have you though, Hayley, this one, on the subject of fashion, what would you do?
I love the blue. Blue is one of my favourite colours. So like,
yeah, but if you're Irish, you can't wear it.
I don't wear it because I don't want to be like. I don't wear blue because I'm like I can't be anything Rangers. But it's out of season right now. It's out of season, so and it's not that colour. It's a different blue. So I thought it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think it's quite lovely.
But would you like to see her in a little skirt or something?
Oh, I think next week.
Me sitting here in a skirt.
I think she should put a skirt on for next week's episode.
I remember seeing Hayley one day and she had on, I remember thinking, how should she put this together? It was like a little box pleat skirt and a jumper.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yes.
We'll put Rue in that next week.
Send it to her.
My concern right now is, like, I'm comfortable like this, okay? But it's more my hair. I need to go and get my hair fixed, but I've not got time right now.
Find
Too
the
busy.
time.
I know.
For the
I'll get around to it.
What are you going to do? Like a bouncy?
I think it needs a good cut and a style, a new style, where I can actually wear it down.
Yeah. It's been like that
abandoned
for 25 years.
No, it's not. It's been like this for 3 years. 3 years.
3
3 whole years I've just been like, back.
Bring back the fringe.
So, no,
oh, yeah.
I'm not doing it, guys.
Ruesha.
You can do the, like, wispy one.
I don't mind that, yeah. Maybe do that, but we're not
doing the...
Not a big fringe.
Hayley Nolan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For being with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Ruesha, maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe...
I'm probably not here for the next month. So we'll phone in. I'll phone in.
Perfect. Well, we will work with that.